Let's talk health this morning because stroke has been identified as the #1 cause of death at the Eastern Regional Hospital in 2023. This is according to the director of the hospital, Dr. Akoto Ampao. For the past 3 years, cardiovascular disease or stroke has ranked first among the top causes of death, followed by hypertension, prematurity and pneumonia, among others. Hence the urgent need to sensitize the public to change their lifestyles. Dr. Akoto Ampao made the revelation on the sidelines of the 2023 annual performance review of the hospital in Koforidua.
Malaria, HIV, and all those that were very high causes for communicable disease mortality. They've now been relegated to the backbench. And then lifestyle diseases such as hypertension, diabetes, and related issues of obesity and others have taken the front burner. And that is how come we are seeing a lot of mortality. So if you ask me, that the underlying cause of this stroke.
So the director of the Eastern Regional Hospital joins me via Zoom for more on this. Good morning, welcome to the program. Help us understand the facts and figures behind this. First of all, it appears that most young people are getting cardiovascular diseases and so on. What are the causes? What is causing that?
Thank you very much. Would want to say that these diseases are as a result of lifestyle changes that have come around with the younger people and then the general community as a whole.
And then aside that, is it hereditary? Can you inherit it?
Okay, so non-communicable diseases are generally diseases that cannot be passed on from one person to another. It is also that it is not an infectious disease, but has some hereditary component in some aspect of them. However, it is important to know that it is the lifestyle of the individual that contributes to these diseases. So you take, for example, people who do not exercise, and then people who are quite obese, people who have bad eating habits, and the amounts of calories of different food products that they take in. More importantly, are people who have the habit of smoking any kind of thing from cigarettes to shisha, which is commonly known now, and then high consumption of alcohol among the youth and the population.
And then how about eating late? If you eat a bit later in the day, can it amount to cardiovascular diseases?
Yes and no. Yes, because eating very late is akin to thinking that right after eating, you probably will be going to sleep, and then those calories that you build up cannot be utilized. So then they go to deposit in your body and contributes to the obesity that would come after. The important thing is the amount of calories of food that you probably would be taking in. And that is why it is important that you separate or divide the calories in divided portions of morning, afternoon, and evening. So you don't do a one meal high calorie food, for example, of fufu, a bowl of fufu late in the night, and then just go back to
Dr. Ampao, give us a bit of education. So ideally, if I want to stay off being a patient of cardiovascular disease, what is the ideal food I should eat morning, afternoon, evening? Let's assume for today.
All right, so in all this, you need to have a calculation of the calories, and then it must be very balanced. So you'd need some portions of carbohydrate, you need some portions of protein, You need some portions of fats and oils. You need some portions of vitamins and others, which are usually found in fruits and vegetables. And then you'd also need to be sure that they are in divided doses, so they are not all lumped together in one meal. And of course, it is also important that depending on your work output, how much calories you are able to utilize from your body in a day, that would contribute to the total amount that you probably would have to eat.
How about water? Does it help in any way?
Water is very essential for the body, and it is that 70% of the body it's made up of water. And so anything that would lead to you not drinking enough water or having some dehydration will cause the body to malfunction.
Right. Grateful for your time this morning. Dr. Akoto Ampah is the director at the Eastern Regional Hospital.